Today, I'm going to be ranking all 49 plants in Plants vs. Zombies 1 based on their almanac entries. And I actually learned a lot about the plants while making this video. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Pea shooter. How can a single plant grow and shoot so many peas so quickly? Pea shooter says, hard work, commitment, and a healthy, well-balanced breakfast of sunlight and high-fiber carbon dioxide make it all possible. It was a B tier. It was alright. Like, it wasn't bad or good either. So, it was a B tier. Sunflower. Sunflower can't resist bouncing to the beat. Which beat is that? Why, the life-giving jazzy rhythm of the earth itself. Thumping at a frequency only Sunflower can hear. So is that why it, like, dances? I'll give that A tier. It's cool to know. Cherry bomb. I want to explode, says cherry number 1. No, let's detonate instead, says his brother, cherry number 2. After intense consultation, they agree to explodinate. I did not know they were brothers. That's cool to know. S tier. Walnut. People wonder how I feel about constantly getting chewed on by zombies, says Walnut. What they don't realize is that with my limited senses, all I can feel is a kind of tingling, like a relaxing back rub. It was B tier with pea shooter. I mean, it was alright, I guess. Potato mine. Some folks say Potato Mine is lazy, that he leaves everything to the last minute. Potato Mine says nothing. He's too busy thinking about his investment strategy. It was like C tier. I don't know. It was alright. Snow pea. Folks often tell Snow pea how cool he is, or exhort him to chill out. They tell him to stay frosty. Snow pea just rolls his eyes. He's heard them all. That was like... That was B tier. Chomper. Chomper almost got a gig doing stunts for the Little Shop of Horrors, but it fell through when his agent demanded too much on the front end. Chomper's not resentful, though. He says it's just part of the business. B tier, I guess. I don't know. It was alright. Repeater. Repeater is fierce. He is from the streets. He doesn't take attitude from anybody, plants or zombie. And he shoots peas to keep people at a distance. Secretly, though, Repeater yearns for love. That was S tier, bro. That was S tier. Puff Shroom. I only recently became aware of the existence of zombies, says Puff Shroom. Like many fungi, I just assumed they were from fairy tales or movie monsters. This whole experience has been a huge eye-opener for me. That was A tier. Sunshroom. Sunshroom hates sun.
What?
He hates it so much that when it builds up in his system, he spits it out as fast as he can. He just won't abide it. To him, sun is a crass, a crop. What does that? What does that even mean? I didn't know Sunshroom hates sun. I like ones that teach me new things I didn't know about the game. That was an A tier. Fume Shroom. I was in a dead-end job producing yeast spores for a bakery, says Fume Shroom. Then Puff Shroom, bless him, told me about this great opportunity, blasting zombies. Now I really feel like I'm making a difference. Fume Shroom is my favorite plant, by the way. I'll give this... it was honestly B tier, though. Gravebuster. Despite Gravebuster's fearsome appearance, he wants everyone to know that he loves kittens and spends his off hours volunteering at a local zombie rehabilitation center. It's just the right thing to do, he says. That was A tier. I like that one. Hypnoshroom. Zombies are our friends, asserts Hypnoshroom. They're badly misunderstood creatures who play a valuable role in our ecology. We can and should do more to bring them around to our way of thinking. That was like high B tier. Scaredy Shroom. Who's there? Whispers Scaredy Shroom, his voice barely audible. Go away. I don't want to see anybody, unless it's the man from the circus. What's this stuff about the circus? That was kind of cool. I'll give it A tier. Ice Shroom. Ice Shroom frowns, not because he's unhappy or because he disapproves, but because of a childhood injury that left his facial nerves paralyzed. So he's not grumpy. He just looks grumpy. That's A tier. I didn't know that. Doomshroom. You're lucky I'm on your side, says Doomshroom. I could destroy everything you hold dear. It wouldn't be hard. That's S tier. That's goated. Lilypad. Lilypad never complains. Lilypad never wants to know what's going on. Put a plant on top of Lilypad, he won't say a thing. Does he have startling opinions or shocking secrets? Nobody knows. Lilypad keeps it all inside. It was B tier. It was alright. Squash. I'm ready, yells Squash. Let's do it. Put me in. There's nobody better. He's very humble, apparently. I'm your guy. Come on. What you waiting for? I need this. Okay, he's a very confident man. A tier, I guess. 3-Peter. 3-Peter likes reading, backgammon, and long periods of immobility in the park. 3-Peter enjoys going to shows, particularly modern jazz. I'm just looking for that special someone, he says. 3-Peter's favorite number is 5. That was A tier. I liked it. Tanglekelp. I'm totally invisible, Tanglekelp thinks to himself. I'll hide here just below the surface and nobody will see me. His friends tell him they can see him perfectly well, but he'll never change. B tier, I guess. Also, I'm a freaking D tier reader, bro. Jalapeno. I don't even know how to say that. Jalapeno says, he's not going to explode, not this time, but soon. Oh, so soon. It's close. He knows it, he can feel it. His whole life's been leading up to this moment. I'll give it A tier. I liked it. Spikeweed. Hockey is Spikeweed's obsession. Do you think that has anything to do with popping the Zamboni tires, maybe? Anyways, he's got box season tickets. He keeps close track of his favorite players, and he consistently cleans up in the office hockey pool. Just one problem. He's terrified of pucks. It was B tier. I have a feeling we're gonna have a lot of B tiers this video. Torchwood. Everybody likes and respects Torchwood. They like him for his integrity, for his steadfast friendship, for his ability to greatly maximize P damage, but Torchwood has a secret. He can't read. I feel you, bro. I feel you. It was B tier. Tallnut. People wonder if there's a rivalry between Walnut and Tallnut. Tallnut laughs a rich, baritone laugh. How could there be anything between us? We're brothers. If only you knew what Walnut has done for me. Tallnut's voice trails off and he smiles knowingly. I also didn't know they were brothers. S tier. Seashroom. Seashroom has never seen the sea. It's in his name. He's heard loads about it, but he's never found the time. One day, though, it'll go down. It was A tier. I liked how he wants to see the sea. Plantern. Plantern defies science. He just does. Other plants eat light and excrete oxygen. Plantern eats darkness and excretes light. Plantern's cagey about how he does it. I'm not gonna say sorcery. I wouldn't use the term dark forces. I think I've said enough. That was... it was A tier. I liked it. Cactus. She's prickly, sure, but Cactus's spikes belay a spongy heart filled with love and goodwill. She just wants to hug and be hugged. Most folks can't hang with that, but Cactus doesn't mind. She's been seeing an armadillo for a while and it really seems to be working out. S tier. Is Cactus dating an armadillo? Interesting. Blover. When Blover was 5, he got a shiny new birthday cake. Blover made his wish, huffed and puffed, but was able to extinguish only 60% of the candles. Instead of giving up, though, he used that early defeat as a catalyst to push himself harder ever since. That's actually a kind of cool story. A tier. Split Pea. Yeah, I'm a Gemini, says Split Pea. I know, big surprise, but having two heads, or really one head with a large head-like growth on the back, pays off big in my line of work. That was B tier, it was alright. Starfruit. Aw man, says Starfruit. I went to the dentist the other day, and he said I have 4 cavities. I've got, count it, 1 tooth. 4 cavities and 1 tooth? How does this happen? That was A tier. I like how it's a cool fact I know about Starfruit now. Pumpkin. Pumpkin hasn't heard from his cousin Renfield lately. Apparently Renfield's a big star. Some kind of, what was it? Sports hero? Peggle master? Pumpkin doesn't really get it. He just does his job. I'm confused what I just read. C tier. Magnet Shroom. Magnetism is a powerful force. Very powerful. Sometimes it scares Magnet Shroom a little. He's not sure if he can handle that kind of responsibility. That was B tier. It wasn't bad. Cabbage Pult. Cabbage Pult is okay with launching cabbages at zombies. It's what he's paid for after all, and he's good at it. He just doesn't understand how the zombies get up on the roof in the first place. That was A tier. I like how he's confused about how the zombies get on the roof just like me. Flower pot. I'm a pot for planting, yet I'm also a plant. Has your mind exploded yet? That was S tier. Goated. Colonel Pult. Colonel Pult is the eldest of the Pult brothers. I also did not know they were brothers. This is already going in S tier. Of the 3 of them, Colonel Pult is only one who consistently remembers the others' birthdays. He bugs them about it a little too. Okay, yeah, S tier. Coffee Bean. Hey guys, hey, says Coffee Bean. Hey, what's up? Who's that? Hey, did you see that thing? What's that? Whoa, lions. Yep, Coffee Bean sure does get excited. That's A tier. I like the humor in that. Garlic. Lane diversion isn't just Garlic's profession, it's his passion. He carries an advanced doctorate in redirection from the Brussels University. He'll talk all day about lane vectors and repulse arrays. He even pushes things into alternate avenues at home. Somehow his wife puts up with him. That's S tier, honestly. I didn't know he has a wife, and I didn't know he has a doctorate from Brussels University. Umbrella Leaf. Sproing, says Umbrella Leaf. Did you like that? I can do it again. Sproing. That's me popping up to protect stuff around me. Yeah, just like that. Exactly like that. Believe it. Umbrella Leaf has like a personality. I like it. It was A tier. Marigold. Marigold spends a lot of time deciding whether to spit out a silver coin or a gold one. She thinks about it, weighs the angles. She does solid research and keeps up with current publications. That's how winners stay ahead. It was like a high B tier. It wasn't bad. Melon Pult. There's no false modesty with Melon Pult. Sun for damage. I deliver the biggest punch on the lawn, he says. I'm not bragging. Run the numbers, you'll see. It was like high C tier. I didn't really like that one that much. Gatling Pea. Gatling Pea's parents were concerned when they announced his intention to join the military. But honey, it's so dangerous, they said in unison. Gatling Pea refused to budge. Life is dangerous, he replied, eyes glinting with steady conviction. That was an A tier. I liked it. Twin Sunflower. It was a crazed night of forbidden science that brought Twin Sunflower into existence. Thunder crashed overhead, strange lights flickered, even the very roaring wind seemed to hiss its angry denial. But to no avail, Twin Sunflower was alive. Alive! I didn't know it was, like, made scientifically. That's cool. That was A tier. Gloom Shroom. I've always enjoyed releasing heavy fumes, says Gloom Shroom. I know a lot of people who aren't cool with that. They say it's rude or that it smells bad. All I can say is, would you rather have your brain eaten by zombies? I was like a low A tier, high B tier. I liked it. Cattail. You are not about to catch me barking. Bark, says Cattail. Bark, bark, bark. Does this confuse you? Do you expect me to say meow like a cat just because the word cat is in my name and I also look like a cat? Well, that's not how things work around here. I refuse to be pigeonholed. That was S tier. I didn't know cattail was like a dog, kind of. I will never unsee that now. Wintermelon. Wintermelon tries to calm his nerves. He hears the zombies approach. Will he make it? Will anyone make it? It was like C tier. Oh, I don't really like the melon pool entries. I don't know why. Gold Magnet. How did I end up here? Asks Gold Magnet. I was on the fast track, corner office, full benefits, stock options. I was going to be vice president of Midwestern operations. Now I'm here on the salon in serious danger of being eaten to death. Ooh, a coin. That was like A tier. Spike Rock. Spike Rock got back from a trip to Europe. He had a great time, met some wonderful people, really broadened his horizons. He never knew they made museums so big, or put so many paintings in them. That was a big surprise for him. That was like A tier. Cobb Cannon. What's the deal with Cobb Cannon anyways? He went to Harvard, he practices law in a prestigious New York firm. He can explode whole areas of zombies with a single corn launch. All of this is common knowledge, but deep inside, what really makes him tick? That was like B tier. Imitator. I remember the zombie wars back in '76, says Imitator in a raspy old man's voice. Back then, we didn't have all these fancy pea shooters and jalapenos. All we had was guts. Guts and a spoon. I was A tier. Interesting. Well, that's all 49 plants in Plants vs. Zombies 1 ranked by their Almanac entries. And if you want to see all the plants ranked by edibility, then click the video on screen. Subscribe.